Hey, it's Wednesday, and I just wanted to come and share with you guys something that really disturbed me this morning and something that really bothered me. Well, okay, I had finished dropping Julia off at school, and I went to the mail to mail two Christmas cards. So, as far as I know, I am finished all my cards and everything is sent out. And like I said, if any of you didn't get one and would like one from me, just PM me in the box below and or send me a private message and send me your address and I'll get one right out to you. But other than that, I'm done. But anyways, so I had finished doing that and I was heading back home. I was coming up the stairs and right out in front of 802. First apartment from 802 lobby on the main floor. The door was like wide open. And this little kid, I'd have to say maybe no more than 2 years old. He's outside in his bare feet, no coat, no snow pants, no hat, no gloves, no scarf, no boots, just a jogging outfit and bare feet on the ice, running around on the ice. And I kept looking back thinking, okay, this isn't right. So I think the person who was in charge of him or taking care of him finally noticed, you know. And this little child who was outside, he was an African American. Yeah, I don't want to say like rudely black, but that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why this happens, but when I do watch the news, 99% of killing, robberies, um, anything to do along that line in the bad sense, it's usually an African American getting arrested or charged or whatever the case is. I don't understand why. Um, I'm not saying that they're bad people. A lot of them are not. Um, a lot of people just look at them and judge them and say, oh, well, they're going to grow up to be a gangster or they're going to grow up to um, rob banks or houses and they're going to end up in jail. Well, that's not the case. No matter who you are, what culture you are, what background you come from, we all can be good people, but we have grown as a society to judge people, and we still even do it like first glance at someone that you meet for the first time. You go ahead and give them a judgment instead of taking 20 minutes or longer out of your day or time to get to know the person and then make your judgment, you know? But, yeah, that really just bothered me. Like, I've heard stories, usually in the wintertime, you hear stories of children, walking up the street in just their pajamas, and that just, it bothers me because it's like, um, some of those African American parents, I notice they don't seem to care. They let their kids do whatever they want. You have to care about your kids. You have to know where they are, and you shouldn't be leaving doors open and, you know, you got to teach them, when the door's locked, don't unlock it unless you're told to. Because you never know. Brian is very strict on that because he says someone always has to be with Juliet and always paying attention to her and knowing where she is at all times. because in a matter of a minute or a second, somebody can just pick your child up, and you may not know who they are or why they're doing it and where they're going to be taking your child. So it's very important. And another important thing is, um, I'd have to say, I have to say daytime and nighttime, not just nighttime. Always make sure you're with somebody. You know, if you really have to go somewhere alone, make sure you have a cell phone with you and it's on, and you know your surroundings and you're in an area that you feel comfortable being, because you never know these days. I don't know why our society and our world has come to this, but it just has. Many years ago, cities and towns, you used to be able to keep your doors unlocked and you weren't afraid of drive-by shootings, stabbings, killings, robberies, rape. You weren't afraid of all that stuff. Everyone knew each other, and they, you know, and if you didn't know each other, you knew a few people in your community and where you lived. But you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And lately, on the news, they've been talking about this church that somebody mysteriously, I don't know why they did it, but they burnt the church, and all of the gift baskets and bags and goodies that they had put together for unfortunate people were totally lost in the fire. Now, apparently what they found outside the church, from the window that was smashed, a can of, I don't know if there was gasoline in it or if it was empty, but it was a gasoline can just outside the window that was broken. So I like to thank all those that stepped up and helped out get those gift baskets and bags and things back together, and toys for those who unfortunately were in need, you know. Every year it touches me to see how many people out there are homeless, in shelters, women and men shelters, women shelters together, children. You know, I don't like seeing people go hungry and stuff like this. We can't answer why people are in certain situations, because if you sat down with 3 different people in the same similar situations, their stories will be different. One person can afford the rent, but they don't have enough money for food. Some people, you know, choose to live the way they're living. But I'm just hoping and I'm praying that for 2010, that things start to get better. We see less homeless. We see less children starving and being hungry. You know, parents, we have to do our part. Get up a little extra early to give your child breakfast. Don't send them to school hungry. I know I did it once, and I feel really bad that I did, but now I've learned from it, and I'm getting up earlier, and I'm giving breakfast to her like I normally do every day. I don't want to see her going hungry. But anyways, I just thought I'd share some stuff with you, and have a great day. Bye, guys.